our 9th session of 3-month training program on psychosomatic disorders. I welcome the chief patrons and patrons, Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan Garu, and J.V. Lakshman Rao Garu, and B.G. Reddy Garu, Ashok Garu, and our chief guest, Dr. K. Kanakadri Garu, and Dr. R.B. Rao, special invitee Dr. R.B. Rao Garu for this session. So I welcome you all again. I welcome all the participants and I request all the participants to be on time. So I request BGR sir to initiate the session.
Once again, good evening, everybody. My special welcome to the chairman of the 3-month certificate course or training program, psychological training program. I am specifically mentioning psychological training program on psychosomatic disorders. Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan sir, I am inviting you, welcoming you to this 9th session. And another patron who is a sincere student. Though so many universities offered him doctorate degree, he just simply denied to receive the doctorate degrees. That is none other than our J.V. Lakshman Rao. I am also welcoming J.V. Lakshman Rao. And today's chief guest, none other than my own student who did psychology through distance education of Venkateswara University. Student in the sense, he is also 68 now. 20 years back, he did MSc psychology. That is none other than.
He is 75, sir, now.
Kanakadri Garu. He is a IRS gentleman. So I am fortunate to have still contacts with my own total students who did psychology through our distance education. Not only psychology students, including M.Ed and B.Ed students, I can name many students. That is the God's grace, which I received from God, special just a gift or blessings from God. So today's special invitee, the core participants today with this batch, actually these two are participants, our Kanakadri Garu and R.B. Rao. So I already told the reason behind the inviting and including a chief guest and special invitees. So I once again welcome all these eminent personalities, including our own coordinating committee members and executive committee members, and as well as beloved participants. Now, today's topic, as you all know that, I don't want to just waste my time, waste my Ganeshan's of time. I am handovering the mic to our rapporteur, Ramadevi. Ramadevi.
Thank you, sir. So I take the privilege to invite our chief guest, Dr. Ram Toti Kanakadri Garu, who did BA, BL, and MA, and also did his psychology, masters in psychology, and that's what we are facing it. So I welcome Ganeshan, sir.
President of WCOP, Professor Govinda Reddy Garu, and Sri Lakshman Rao Garu, Dr. Kanakadri, and Dr. R.B. Rao, Professor Ashok, Srimati Ramadevi, and dear participants. Today, the two topics are, one is insomnia, the other is infertility. First, we will go with the insomnia, the sleeplessness that itself can create so many problems because sleep gives total rest to the body and the mind. And if the person is not sleeping, that means the person's mind is awake, thinking, worrying, okay, even enjoying, whatever. So the night is the time for sleep. From 10 to 6, one has to shut down the system like a computer or the laptop, and then go to rest. But some are not able to do it. They keep worrying, they keep planning, okay? And they are afraid of, they are anxious. All these things spoil the sleep. It is known as insomnia, difficult to get sleep. And there are three types. One is not getting sleep. It takes long time to get sleep, first thing. Second thing is in the middle of the night they get up. Third thing, they wake up early in the morning and they are not able to go to sleep. But whatever it is, the brain is going on working. That is the secret of sleeplessness. So, how to solve this problem of insomnia? If insomnia continues for a prolonged time, they will get into depression and they will also consider suicide. So those who are considering suicidal ruminations, they would have lost the sleep. That is the problem. But what about the night watchmen and the people like police and the defense personnel who are keeping awake in the day? They will be given rest to sleep in the day, including the bus drivers and conductors. They are provided with accommodation to go to sleep in the day if they are having night duty. But if they don't use that sleeping during day, they will have hell of a problem, which are neurological and psychological. So the question is how to get good sleep. First thing, foremost thing is you should train your brain not to engage in any activity like thinking or worrying or calculating or planning after 10 o'clock. Okay, so that is the basic requirement. And one of the important thing is people sit on the bed and start thinking or planning or worrying. So my suggestion is when you lie down in the bed, if you don't get sleep, don't continue to lie in the bed. Bed is only for sleeping. The brain is like an animal which gets conditioned. So if you go to the bed, lie down, close your eyes or open your eyes and keep worrying and planning something about tomorrow or next year, your brain is misled or it is a wrongly learning. You are giving a wrong learning, faulty learning to the brain not to sleep. Then you say, I'm not able to get sleep. So the basic behavioral prescription is when you don't get sleep, don't lie down or sit in the bed, move out of the bed. You don't get sleep. The simplest thing is sit on the floor without any back support. Then you can worry, you can be happy, or you can be planning, but after some time, you will feel tired and your head will start nodding. Your eyes will automatically close. Then only go to the bed. So this is a very simple, very effective technique to solve insomnia. And in case still you are going on thinking, get up, take a paper, write down your future plans or the plan for tomorrow. Jot it out and then go to bed. But don't lie down in the bed. Don't plan mentally. Move to the furniture, sit in the table, chair, write down in the paper what is your plan for tomorrow or next week or next 1 year. After that is over, you come to the bed. Okay. So bed is only for sleeping, not for planning or whatever. And if you don't get sleep, sit on the floor. It will definitely guarantee a good quality sleep. But people who are considering suicide, are having depression, who are taking antidepressants, etc., it is not required. One of the best method is known as sleep deprivation technique. What is the sleep deprivation technique? It is very simple, which has been used for ages in India, which is known as Vaikuntha Ekadasi and also the Shivratri. The whole day you don't sleep, the whole night you don't sleep. Next following day also you don't sleep. So 12 hours plus 12 hours plus 12 hours, 36 hours of sleep deprivation will get you good sleep after that. It's a single dose treatment which will work, which can be supervised by relatives. Okay, in case you admit the person in a hospital, you can put a nurse to watch that the person is not allowed to sleep in the night. And day also they have to supervise. Then the brain gets into the sleep-wake cycle and the circadian rhythm returns, wakefulness and sleep. They come back. And this can be used for people with depression and also for people who are considering suicide. And it will give wonderful result. And this is reported, the sleep deprivation technique is reported in the Handbook of Psychiatry, American Psychiatry. Okay. So this is a non-medical technique, purely behavioral technique, which can be used. It's a behavioral prescription, but one has to administer it. That is why I said admit and supervise and treat. And things will become all right. Any question or observation? Please come forward.
Sir, can you repeat the sleep deprivation technique, sir? That means he has to sleep for 12 hours and 12 hours awake and again 12 hours of sleep.
Yes, yes. No, it is for the whole day and the
Whole
whole
day.
night and the next whole day. So
Okay.
36 hours, 12 plus 12 plus 12, 36 hours of sleep deprivation, which is found to be better than any kind of antidepressants. No need for using drugs.
So that means for 36 hours he has to be awake.
Yes, to be supervised by somebody.
Okay.
Okay. Some family member or a nurse can supervise. See that the person is not allowed to sleep for 36 hours because some people have insomnia for years together, 3 years, 5 years. But the family members will say the person is sleeping like a wooden log. But the person will say, I am not satisfied with my sleep. The person is lying down like a wooden log, but the brain is always working, worrying, planning, okay, things like that, or reminiscing from the past. Especially it comes in the older age. At senility, they go on thinking about it lying in the bed. So you can ask them to move to an easy chair and the reminiscence can continue. But not in the bed. It is very simple. It is just like conditioning. Bed is for sleeping only, not for anything else. If you want to do anything else, move out of the bed. We engage in any mental activity. Okay. It can be prescribed to people who are considering suicide. Or those who have attempted suicide also, it can be given. No drug is required. Yes. Any observation?
Yeah, I have got a question.
Yes, please.
An observation. I
Yes,
think
please.
when the high physical activity before
Yeah.
sleep may impair the sleeping pattern.
Yeah, that is right. But what I would recommend is never engage in anything after the sun is set. That is 10 to 6. You should
Yeah.
not do anything except sleeping. You are giving rest to the brain and also to your liver to regenerate. Otherwise, they are under stress. Again, it is a vicious cycle. You can do jogging or whatever before 10 o'clock, but not after 10 to 6. 10 to 6 is only for sleeping. But
No.
in case if you
Yeah.
don't get sleep, if you start running in the same place, then you are training the brain to run in the bedroom, which is not good. Or somebody may smoke, that is not good. Somebody drink, that is not good. Okay, somebody masturbates, that is not good. Somebody has sex, that is not good. Night is for sleeping. Nothing wrong in having sex, but not masturbating. Okay, night is not for work. Okay, It is only work while you work. Morning 6 to 10 in the night you work. But that is not the time to play. Night is not the time to play. The time is for sleep. So you are conditioning or training the brain. The client is doing it. So you have to help him not to wrong training. Faulty learning should not happen. Okay. That is it. So we have to give a norm how to do it.
Basically, we have to train our mind to switch off by 10 o'clock, somehow or the other.
Yeah, shut down. Shut
Yeah.
down. But if it is not shutting down, get up from the bed, go and sit and work
Yes.
on a laptop or paper or whatever. You finish the whole thing and come back to lie down to sleep. And don't repeat this midnight, burning the midnight oil. Don't do it all the time because you are only training. That's what we call as a faulty learning. Happens to the brain. So it may happen during exam season for students. So in the summer vacation, they will not get sleep. Okay. So if they don't get sleep, ask them to sit on the floor without any back support. They will feel drowsy automatically.
Yeah, even meditation can help.
Nothing. You are training wrongly to do meditation. Some groups of yoga, they are asking, what is the Brahma Muhurtam and start doing all that. Okay, that is not meant for grahasthas. It's meant for people who are sannyasis.
Yes.
So grahastha should not partly behave like a sannyasi. Night is for sleep. Another wonderful thing is keep your eyes closed, make the room dark. Sleep will automatically come. But people switch on the tube light and they say, I'm not getting sleep. Absolute darkness is a prescription for getting good sleep. Not alcohol, not smoking, not drugs. These are the natural medicines that are available. Or you cover your eyes with a mask like they give in the flight. Okay, overnight flights, they give a mask. So you wear the mask. Okay. Or you can make a mask like that and put it on, you will go to sleep. If you open your eyes and keep observing what is going on around, you are training the brain to observe, then it will not sleep. Okay. Because it happened to one of the chairman of a company, big company. One lady, she said she is not getting sleep. I asked, what do you do in the night? She said, I lie down.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
A small announcement. Venkatlakshmi Garu, can you please mute your mic? We are getting the traffic sounds at the back.
Yeah, somebody's mic is on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. That
So
lady,
you continue.
she is the chairman of a company, big company, which is an export-oriented company also. She said, I have difficulty getting sleep. Then I asked, what do you do after you lie down? I just watch the shadows of some tree leaves on her screen. That's a problem. You have trained your brain to watch, and then you say sleep is not coming. So the behavioral prescription is have screens which are very thick, which will not allow external light to come in. Okay, then it is utter darkness. Automatically, there are changes, hormonal changes, etc. I'm not going into details. The prescription is absolute darkness. Closing the eyes or covering the eyes will get to sleep. And billion-dollar research has been done in the US to find out ultimately that darkness creates sleep. Okay. But they have to do so much of research again and again to prescribe, but not tablets, not sleeping pills, not alcohol. Absolute darkness, if you create, you will get sleep. But people say, then I'm afraid of devils. Okay. Then what I say is, you have a torch. When the devil comes, you can focus on the devil. but keep the room dark.
One more issue is the noise around these days in the urban areas.
Noise is it is known as negative adaptation. People who live nearby railway station, they get a negative adaptation. So they get used to the train coming and going. Okay. But if all the trains stop, they will get up. Niagara Falls stopped, and people around that area could not get sleep because the humming noise of the waterfall was heard and they got used to that. It is known as negative adaptation. So one winter it all stopped. Then people could not get sleep because the background lulling noise is gone. Okay. So these are peculiar cases. Okay. So a man who lives near the railway station or in the bus stand or by the roadside, the lorries honking and all that, the person gets used to that. The brain knows how to get used to that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, I have a pattern of sleeping right from my school days, sir. I will describe how I used to do.
Okay.
Can I go ahead?
No, please go ahead.
See, my sleep pattern used to be unusual when I was going to the college and also working. Day college, I used to attend day college and work night duties. So that was my support system. So after college, I used to come to home about 6 o'clock, sleep from 6 to 9, and then wake up and go to the office at 10 o'clock to morning 6. Come back again, have my morning wash and all that. Go to office at 9 school at 9 o'clock. This I did for 6 years, sir. For all my graduation and post graduation was this is the practice. So 3 hours sleep used to be usually my day sleep, and I did not feel deprived. So I used to cut. After that, whenever I have time, I used to sleep, and I used to get sleep immediately. And if I don't have the sleep, I don't feel that I have not had the sleep. That sort of feeling I used to have. And again, during travel, during my job, if I have to go to a country where I land there during day, when I start here, the sleep pattern used to be, as soon as I used to get into the aircraft, I used to force or sleep. Naturally, I used to get sleep. And to the timings that I land at the daytime to the country, and my work used to go on very well there, and again come back. And so that is how I have trained. Even today, I have that sort of a habit. So I never felt sleep deprivation. But whenever I want to sleep, I used to sleep. I can even now do that. And whenever I want to wake up, I can wake up. Sometimes I wake up for 40 hours and then sleep. That is my pattern. It did not affect my health, thankfully. And I don't know how scientifically it can be explained, but that was my habit.
You see, if you take some politicians or leaders of the nation, they will loosen the whole body.
Okay.
With eyes open. Some
Yes.
students also do it in the class, but particularly we are watched. Eyes open, we will be sleeping. If you ask a question, you will be shocked. So one of the things is, are you relaxed or are you tense? Are you busy? Is your brain kept busy all the time, or are you relaxing? Okay. So if you take some leaders and countries,
This is how I used to.
then they relax. Okay. When a close eyes or do not close eyes, they relax the whole body. Okay. Again, they will gear up. Again, they will relax as per the need. During the election campaign, some of the chief ministers who go around for election canvassing, they cannot sleep at all. Okay. But what they do is, once they stop speaking, the whole body will be relaxed. So that is one type known as sleeping with eyes open. Okay.
Prime Minister Modi is practicing that sort of a life, I think, because he travels and
When the motive is there for a leader of a country, or the soldiers, or the policemen, so they know the slightest noise they will wake up. So the system is temporarily shut down, and then they can recoup. And that is also a possibility. So sleep is not absolutely required, but the rest is required. Sleep is rest. They are synonymous. Sleep and rest are synonymous.
I have that feeling because if somebody is walking next to my bed, I immediately get up even if I am sleeping.
Yes, yes. So some yogic teachers also, they say how to sleep without sleeping. Sleeping without sleeping. That is one stage of consciousness.
Somebody said wakeful sleep. Wakeful sleep. Somebody called it wakeful sleep.
What happens with the defense personnel and police people, they're all the time ready to respond. At the same time, they relax. That is possible. Sleep is not absolutely required. Okay. So the definition of sleep changes according to the demands of the situation. That's all.
God blessed me with that sort of a sleep pattern.
And you also got your brain trained like that. Anyway, it's a good thing, which is good. Yes. Next. Any observation?
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, you continue, sir. Divya, sir.
yeah, sir, I had a good friend, colleague of mine in Venkateswara University. We three people, we used to have and share the lunch during afternoon. You know, after lunch, my friend just he keeps some book as support, and just he keeps his head, and in no time he just goes for sleep. And again, some small disturbance, again he wakes up. And the moment he goes for sleep, then followed by some sound also. That means gurka. And automatically a small little bit, somebody passes through by the side of him, automatically again he gets up. So what is the secrecy just lies about that type of sleep, sir?
Yeah, is he a married man?
I can say.
No, is he a married man?
Married, and he had two children also, big children.
Okay. So he finds time in the lunch time to sleep because the wife may be banging him all the time in the night. These are all funny diagnoses. So you have to imagine how you spend your night. Do you sleep or you don't sleep or you are not allowed to sleep? All these things. Okay. That is why night is for sleep only. Not
They are my family friends. They are good friends of mine, both husband and wife. They are having a very good adjustment also.
Okay then. Now that is what it is. Suppose it's a night duty for a watchman or a policeman or an army man. Naturally, the sleep quality is affected. It will affect the health.
Yeah.
So the basic thing is sleep, food, everything should be normal. Otherwise, it takes a toll on the health. Okay.
Then, sir, we have studied REM sleep, REM sleep. But again, I need clarification. I need clarification. Difference between REM sleep and ordinary sleep.
Okay. Rapid eye movement happens when a person is in deep in sleep and when the dreams come. Okay. The eyes keep moving like a camera. They start watching right, left, up and down like that. And that means his sleep is affected. Okay. But whatever it is, if they sleep in a dark room, all these things will not. If there is a mild light, that the light becomes a stimulant. Noise becomes a stimulant or becomes a stressor. Earplugs they can wear, like in the flight, earplugs are given, the eye will be masked like that. And in some industries also they provide. The bus conductors are given a dark room to sleep. All the state transport departments, they provide. But these fellows may not sleep. They will be loitering in the daytime also. So in the morning, when they drive in the night, they meet with accident. So sleep is one of the important indicator of health. They should not overstrain. Okay. Shall we move on to the next topic of infertility?
Sir, is there any paradoxical intentional technique for sleep, sir?
Yeah, paradoxical intention is, that is what is sleep deprivation is. Don't sleep. Suppose somebody says, I'm not getting sleep. Then the person intends not to sleep. Then sleep will come. That is paradoxical.
Insomnia. Next.
So the person has to say and feel that they don't sleep.
Yes. The more a person wants to sleep, he cannot get sleep. But the more he doesn't want to sleep, he will get sleep. That is the peculiar mechanism of the brain. That is made use of in the sleep deprivation technique used by therapists. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, Ganesh sir,
Yes.
as you have suggested, today we will just stop with insomnia, and
Okay.
infertility we will just
Postpone.
discuss in another session.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
why? Because our good friend also just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Any one or two questions, kindly, participants, regarding insomnia.
Yeah, regarding insomnia, I have got one question.
Please.
That, yeah, we discussed various insomnia causes, and we also seen some measures. But can we induce sleep somehow when we are suffering from insomnia?
No, instead of inducing sleep, what is suggested is refuse sleep. If you refuse sleep, sleep will come. It is just like Nidra Devi. If you chase Nidra Devi, she will run away. But if you run away from Nidra Devi, she will chase you and catch you.
Some suggest hot milk. Hot milk is a good treatment for getting sleep. That is what they say. Is it okay, sir?
No, sir. I don't agree.
Hot milk.
Lakshman sir,
That
I
is
don't
not,
agree. Why? Because during examinations, we get sleep. That's why in order to just get away from sleep, we used to have chai. Many
it is not chai, hot milk they used to say.
going for good sleep.
It is not chai, hot milk they used to say. That you have a hot milk, a cup of hot milk, you will get sleep.
Whatever it might be, hotness is it is a kind of what can I say? It's an obstacle. That means it makes people aware.
But I don't think so, because tea is a stimulant. Instant
Sir,
stimulant, tea and coffee.
actually, tea works in two ways. It makes you sleep and it makes you awake also, sir. If you are sleepy, very sleepy, then if you drink the tea, you will fall asleep immediately. But if you are in some work, if you take a tea, then you will be awake. It works in two ways.
Okay.
So, 2 ways.
I have experimented. That's why I'm saying so confident.
No, see, one thing is sure that I never suffered jet lag when I was traveling. So that was a great advantage for me to perform my duties.
Yeah, you have made an exceptional case, sir.
You are blessed.
No, this is situational. What we call is situational and person specific, job specific. These are the peculiarities of sleep. But we are talking about a person who is sick and not able to sleep. Okay. And even if they sleep, according to others, they don't enjoy a quality sleep. For them, sleep deprivation is the behavioral prescription. You should try it on someone, okay, or even try it on yourself, which has been culturally prescribed in India for Vaikunta Ekadasi and also Shivaratri, which come almost after 3 months. So for the whole year, the person will be smart. They will not get into depression. Okay. They always start thinking about God, Shiva or Vishnu. It keeps coming every year. Okay. Then things will be all right. It's a one way to improve the mental health. Sleep deprivation is a healthy method for improving the mental health and also removes depression and suicidal tendency.
Once the suicidal thought comes into the mind, do you think we should keep awake and don't think of it? Yeah, is it all right, sir?
Yeah, if the suicidal thought comes, sleep deprivation can be prescribed.
Okay.
I would always recommend a person to go and donate 1 unit of blood to the blood bank. Okay. Then you will know what is the value of the blood and the life, and this blood is going to save the life of somebody else. Okay, then you will think I have to live. Okay. Sleep deprivation is a behavioral prescription. This blood donation.
Sir, shall we summarize? Shall we go for summarization of this insomnia?
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, Ramadevi.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, the next session, we'll discuss about infertility in detail.
Okay, okay.
Sir, can I ask a question? Last question.
Please, please.
Sir, do the dreams disturb the sleep, sir?
Kanakadri sir, can you please mute sir?
Sir,
Yes, Dr.
dreams,
Suresh
sir.
Kumar. Huh?
Sir, do the dreams disturb sound sleep? Can we get the sleep without dreams? Then how can we get it? As of my knowledge, and somebody said, sleep without dreams is very good sound sleep. Then how can we get the sleep without dreams, which indicates very good sleep as of many people?
As Lakshmana Rao Garu has pointed out, if you get physically exhausted, you will get high quality sleep. If you are in Tirupati, try to go up through the steps to do darshan and come back. You will have high quality sleep. Go to Tiruvannamalai, go for Girivalam, 14 kilometers.
Yes,
You will
sir.
have very good sleep. Because when you feel totally exhausted,
Okay.
you will not know that you are there or not. You will feel as if you are dead.
Yes, yes,
That is
yes.
a high quality sleep, which is prescribed for
Sleep like a log, they say. They sleep like a log.
Okay. You may
Yes, sir.
think that you are going to solve all the problems in the world, but you will understand you cannot solve everything.
Yes, sir.
Everything has got a particular time to be solved.
Yes.
So it is anxiety which creates sleeplessness. And when you do physical exhaustion by walking around the hill, Tiruvannamalai, or going up the hill, or so many things are there throughout the country.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go all the way walking to Palani, several kilometers barefoot. Okay, the daytime under the hot sun. Then your ego gets killed, and your body is almost nothing.
Yes, sir.
And you think you are managing the whole show, but you understand that you are not doing anything at all. Things keep moving on their own way.
Yes, sir.
That is the reality. Then you are able to relax.
Okay.
Okay. Sleep means you are having high arousal, psychophysiological arousal. When it stops, sleep comes. So you should not create arousal during night. Daytime you can do whatever.
Yes, sir.
Nighttime you should not be aroused. Okay, for that only all the techniques are there, but unfortunately people start drinking alcohol to get
Okay.
sleep. It's not a good thing.
Okay. Is it really possible to stop the dreams, sir? It's not
Yes.
possible.
No, it is possible. There are therapies available.
Okay.
Behavioral therapies are available. Hypersensitization technique for alcoholism. It
Okay.
is it can be given.
Okay. Nice, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Ramadevi,
Yes, sir.
please summarize, please.
Sir, one more question. One more, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you said that if you are not having a good sleep, you have to refuse. You have to refuse sleep. During this refuse, is it necessary that he has to be engaged, or he has to
No
what he
engagement,
has?
no
what-
watching TV, not listening to music. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If you feel sleepy, you can go and take bath or take a slow walking. That's all. Totally unengaged. One should not be engaged in reading or watching TV or listening to music. You have to bear the boredom. Okay, when boredom comes, sleep comes. Otherwise, the brain always goes on thinking, calculating, threatening oneself, etc. Okay, and has a flashback and all that. So if they keep quiet, brain will stop doing all this mischief.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, somebody has to supervise, otherwise the fellows will goes off. They should not be allowed to sleep.
Okay. Right, Ramadevi.
Which is how,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm there.
yeah.
So we are talking about insomnia today. So insomnia is sleeplessness. That means sleep gives rest to the mind and body. So the ideal time to take rest is from night 6 to 10 to 6 a.m. So the whole body or the whole systems of our body gets rest. And if we have any anxiety or thinking, we'll be deprived of the sleep. So there are 3 stages in sleeping. It's not getting sleep. That means taking too long time to get you to fall into a sleep. There is another type, that is the people get up in the middle of the night and they don't fall asleep. And there are also people who wake up early and they don't go to the sleep again. There are 3 different stages of sleeping. So if insomnia prolongs for a long time, it causes depression, and it can be neurological and psychological. So we need to train the brain not to engage in activities like thinking, planning, or worrying after 10 p.m. So in this way, we mislead the brain or give the faulty learning of the brain and the body. So if you're not feeling asleep, so instead of lying on the bed, just get up and sit on the floor without any rest or support at the back, and start worrying or thinking whatever you feeling, the brain gets exhausted and falls asleep. Even then, if you are not falling asleep, take a paper, write down all the schedule for the next day or the plans, whatever you are thinking about it, then go to bed. So for depression and people or the suicidal thoughts, then the sleep deprivation technique is one such thing. So just like we do for Ekadasi and Shivaratri. So not sleeping for a whole night, whole day and the whole night. That means 36 hours of deprivation, but it should be supervised by the family members, strictly supervised by some member. And high physical activities, that means too much of exhaustion also sometimes cause sleep deprivation. So one has to keep the room dark or wear a mask so that the brain gets the signal that it's time to go to take rest. So the example which you sir has given is the chairman or a lady who is in a company, chairman of a good company. So she was also not feeling asleep because she was watching leaves moving on the screen. So we have to put a dark curtains, or we have to keep some keep some guards again so that nothing is visible outside the window. So if the people are living around in the bus, near the bus stands or highways or the train stations, they're trained to the negative adaptation and they get used to it. So if the people, examples like Niagara Falls and the railway station or any other thing, so they are used to it, so they don't find it much difficulty in sleeping. So if any person has REM, rapid eye movement sleep, then when in the deep sleep the dreams comes and eyeballs moves. So it is always better to keep our room dark and if any disturbance, if you find it, you have to keep earplugs. So the one paradoxical intention technique for sleep is sit and tell yourself, I don't want to sleep. The more the person doesn't want to sleep, the more he sleeps. I mean, just sit and I don't want to sleep. Then immediately the sleep comes. For inducing sleep also there is one is running away from Nidra Devi, then she will chase us. So you have to refuse sleep so that it comes so quickly to us. So, but due to some situational or jobs or perceptional, certain lifestyles also make them accustomed to that sleeping habits. So the dreams really doesn't disturb our sleep, but physical exhaustion is always good for a good sound sleep. So anxiety also causes sleeplessness. When you are feeling worried or intention, go for a walk or have a bath and sleep. Or if you are still feeling hurt, go out in the hot sun so that our ego get dissolved. So there should be no neurophysiological arousal before the sleep. So it is always better not to get engaged in any activities like reading, watching TV or watching mobiles or talking to someone. So we have to condition our brain that 10 to 6, condition of brain as well as body, that from 10 to 6 it is only for taking rest, just like shutting down our system. That is it for today.
Yeah.
And participants, I would like to thank our trainer, our mentor, our plethora of solutions, the Professor Vedagiri Ganeshan Garu, from the bottom of the heart. So I think today some could not join due to some technical issues. So probably they would join it, and I will provide the notes to them. So don't worry. So I would like to thank again each and everyone who are present here. Thank you so much and have a pleasant evening.
Yeah. So thank you. We'll see you again on we'll meet on
Saturday.
We'll touch base on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Ganesh.
sir.
Yeah. Here Venkateswamy sir is also there. Thank you, sir.